So hypothesis test, we are mentioning through two different things. One, H naught, and second is H1. So H naught is called as the null hypothesis, and H1 is called as the alternative hypothesis. It is also denoted by HA instead of H1. So first of all, state that. Then second is apply the statistics, and let me revise first of all what that statistics is. If we are having certain population, say capital N, then its mean we can find out, which is denoted by mu, right? Its standard deviation we can find out, which is denoted by sigma, and both of these are called as the parameters of the population. And when we consider the sample from this population, which is denoted by small n, say, and its mean is denoted by x bar, and its standard deviation is denoted by capital S, or simply S you can say, right? So these two are called as the statistic of that sample. So what we are going to do after defining the hypothesis, we are going to compute the test statistics for the same. You can call as this as the test parameter, test estimator, or test statistics. Several books are having several nomenclature for the same. So further specify the level of significance. Alpha की value हमें specify करनी है for that hypothesis to be accepted or rejected. Once you define the alpha, compute the critical value. So critical value compute करने के लिए t test के लिए we are having t table. Z test के लिए we are having Z table. chi-square test के लिए we are having chi-square table. So these critical values can be determined with the help of these tables. Then based on your statistics, what you are going to find out, either t or z or chi-square for that particular test, and its critical value, say t alpha, यहाँ पर z alpha, and यहाँ पर chi-square alpha. Then based on the relationship between t and t alpha, suppose t and t alpha is equal, in that case further investigation will be needed. If t is less than alpha, then it is below level of significance h naught, our null hypothesis is accepted. And agar t alpha greater than less than t hai, in that case our h naught null hypothesis is rejected. So in that case h1 is accepted. Right now we are not thinking about the errors over here. All right. Then based on this, formulate your decision whether your h naught, that is null hypothesis, is accepted or rejected, and with that put down your conclusion. Conclusion will be in terms of the marketing decision. So that conclusion you can mention for the given problem. So these are the steps of the test of hypothesis. Now to test the hypothesis, we are having different methods. One we are going to define is the t-test. So before that, level of significance मैं फिर से एक बार explain करती हूँ. This level of significance is nothing but the probability of the rejection or probability of the error, we can say. अगर इस पर्टिकुलर एरिया में हमारी प्रोबेबिलिटी आती है, सो दैट रीजन इज द रिजेक्शन रीजन. एंड अगर इस रीजन में हमारी प्रोबेबिलिटी आती है तो इट इज द एक्सेप्टेड रीजन और नॉन रिजेक्शन रीजन, हम ऐसा बोल सकते हैं. सो अगर अल्फा है, सो दैट इज द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ एरर which is denoted in terms of the percentage, 1%, 5%, or 10%, or in terms of the decimal values 0.01, 0.05, 0.10, and confidence level is 1 minus that. So ये अगर P है तो इसे हम Q बुला सकते हैं, right? Practically if we can speak, this is called as the P value, and this is Q. So P values are nothing but the probabilities of the corresponding accepted region that we can say. So ये सब part हमने कल explain किया था. And now we are going to start with the t-test, and I will come to this P chart Before, first of all, we'll explain that t test over here. So all of you, now you can note down this particular formalization for t test. This is also called as student t test, and this is applicable. मैं यहाँ पर key points ही लिखती हूँ, as we have to complete the part of theory as well as the problems before 110. So this is applicable for sample size less than 30. Then degree of freedom is equal to n minus 1. This is many of the times in many textbooks is denoted by mu, nu. Then it is used for the test of significance of the regression coefficient in regression model also. So I'll just write down used for regression model. Now this regression model is not in your syllabus, but to check out the compatibility of two different variables, we use that regression model. Then t distribution is derived from one function which is called as the probability function denoted by f of t is equal to c into 1 plus t square upon nu bracket raised to minus nu plus 1 upon 2, where t is x bar minus mu divided by s into root of n. So over here this c stands for the constant required to make the area under the curve equal to unity, and nu is equal to n minus 1 is degree of freedom. So मैं इसे DOF लिखती हूँ. So इस function के साथ by substituting t as x minus mu upon s into root of n, we can convert this function and we can apply integration over here from minus infinity to infinity to get the curve which is similar to the normal distribution curve, standard normal distribution curve. So with that, this particular t distribution also we can compare with the standard normal distribution, and we can check out our significance level for with the t test for the given problem. Right now over here, most important part we have to understand is the t table. मैं आपको दिखाती भी हूँ कि ये टी टेबल कैसे डाउनलोड करना है. एवरीवन प्लीज डाउनलोड दैट. Go to Google and just type t table PDF. So here t distribution table you can get. Open that in new window. So you will get table structure like this. So this is your degree of freedom if you can look into it. And आगे जो 0.1, 0.05, 0.025 वगैरह दिया है, that is our level of significance. So based on the degree of freedom आप level of significance put up कर सकते हो. So this is a theoretical t value, and हमारी calculated t value जो है, इन दोनों के बीच का relation हमें judge करके हमारा conclusion लिखना है. So download this and try to use in the problem. The good part is that for every problem of t test, z test, chi-square distribution or the normal distribution, whatever required z value, t value, chi-square value for the estimation of level of significance, we will be given in the problem statement. So that is not an issue. So ये t table जो है वो आपको सिर्फ एक बार देख लेना है, वैल्यूज बिल्कुल भी लर्न नहीं करनी है. We will be giving that values in the problem statement itself. Alright. So इस पूरे डिस्कशन में हमारे लिए इम्पोर्टेंट क्या है? दिस फॉर्मूला ऑफ टी, बिकॉज दिस टी इज द वेरिएबल और वी कैन से स्टैटिस्टिक फॉर द टी टेस्ट. and this is defined as x bar minus mu upon s into root of n. Now, what these values are that we have to specify. This n stands for sample size, mu stands for the mean of population, then x bar stands for the mean of sample. Then what remaining? S. This is the standard deviation of sample. Please give me a minute. It's important. Yes, sir. So these are the values. All right. And how to solve the problems that we are going to see through the problem practice itself. So अब हमें सबसे पहले प्रॉब्लम जो सॉल्व करने हैं वो इस टाइप पर करने हैं. I'll just write down that type to test the significance of the mean of a random variable. So ये हमें चेक करना है. And for that sake, the above formula we are using. So I'll just write down that formula once again. T. This is x bar minus mu divided by s upon root of n. So ये upon root of n multiplication में यहाँ पे आ जाएगा. Then s. This is the standard deviation of the sample defined by square root of summation x minus x bar bracket square upon n minus 1. So n minus 1 is our degree of freedom. Remember that. Okay. And over here, one may ask in the problem confidence interval. So confidence interval हो जाएगी for one tailed x plus minus s upon root of n into t 0.05. So t value जो है 5% significance के लिए multiplied by standard deviation of the sample divided by root of sample size plus minus के साथ ये term आएगी and x bar is the mean of the sample. And for two-tailed sequence, two-tailed hypothesis, this is x bar plus minus s upon square root of n t 0.025. So मैं फिर से एक बार रिपीट करती हूँ. ये टू टेल्ड होगा मीन्स क्या, ये हमारा नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है. तो ये रीजन आपका 0.025 सिग्निफिकेंस का है एंड यहाँ पर 0.025 मीन्स अल्फा अगर 5% के फॉर्म में दिया है मीन्स 0.05. सो इसको हम हाफ हाफ पार्ट में ब्रेक करेंगे. दिस इज कॉल्ड द टू टेल्ड हाइपोथेसिस. एंड अगर ये वन टेल्ड हाइपोथेसिस है तो इन दैट केस ये सिर्फ रीजन आ जाएगा. सो दिस इज द राइट टेल्ड हाइपोथेसिस. अल्फा की वैल्यू 0.05 ही रहेगी यहाँ पर. एंड अगर ये लेफ्ट टेल्ड है लाइक दिस हियर तो अल्फा की वैल्यू 0.05 ही रहेगी. ठीक है. सो दिस बोथ आर द वन टेल्ड hypothesis and this is for the two-tailed hypothesis. Okay. Let us solve the problem on this. All of you can note down this problem. I guess I typed this problem. Just let me open this. See students, we are typing the problems also theory problems, and on similar basis we are taking the problem जैसे हम class में complete कर रहे हैं. And one more part, um, don't get overburdened with the IE2 also. We are smoothly going to complete this particular part. Whatever portion we could complete by Friday, that we will keep in the test. Obviously, proper practice of the problems we are going to do, and a couple of problems of each of the type we are going to send you for your practice. So don't worry at all about the IE2, but yes, carefully try to understand the concept, क्योंकि ये concept हमें MCQs फॉर्म में डील करनी है in the end term examination. Am I right? Okay. Let us read out the problem now. The lifetime of electric bulb. Carefully check it out. The lifetime of electric bulb for a random sample of 10 bulbs. अब ये जो sample है वो randomly check हुआ है, correct? And उसका जो corresponding data है वो नीचे enlisted है. From a large consignment. अब ये consignment कितनी है ये हमें पता नहीं है. हमें क्या find out करना है? Can we accept the hypothesis that average lifetime of bulb is 4000 hours? Now, can anybody tell me the meaning of this? Anybody? Hypothesis हमें क्या लेना है? Carefully read out this problem. Hypothesis हमें क्या लेना है? The average lifetime of bulbs is 4000 hours. Am I right? Means आपका जो म्यू है वो आपको 4000 hours दिया है. ठीक है, अब यहाँ पर हमें thousands में values दी है. We can solve this particular problem by taking the by dividing all the values by 1000. क्योंकि last 2 digit देखो आप यहाँ पर problem statement में, ये जो लास्ट 2 डिजिट्स है वो हम एक्सक्लूड कर सकते हैं, एंड बाद में जाके हमें करना क्या है, 100 से 1000 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है. ऑलराइट, ओके. सो लेट मी टेक दैट. यहाँ पर आपको एटम्स जो दिए हैं, नंबर्स आई जस्ट राइट डाउन 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 एंड 10. एंड यहाँ पर आपको दिया है उनकी लाइफ, बैटरी लाइफ, इलेक्ट्रिक बल्ब की लाइफ. सो ये फर्स्ट हमें दी है 4200 आई गेस. सेकंड है 4600. नेक्स्ट है 3900, 4100, राइट, 5200 एंड नेक्स्ट इज 6 के लिए 3800, 3900, 4300, then 4400 and 5600. Okay, instead of taking this, I'm going to take this as a life as a 4.24. suppose this is 4.6, that will be easy for our calculation. बहुत ज़्यादा bulky calculations हमारे नहीं होंगे. 5.2, 3.8, 3.9, 4.3, 4.4 and this is 5.6. हमें दिया क्या है, this is your sample. हमें दिया क्या है, म्यू दिया है 4000 hours. सो मैं इसे 4 hours कंसीडर 4 कंसीडर कर सकती हूँ म्यू. अभी के लिए 1000 हम हटा दे रहे हैं सभी सैंपल से एंड डिस्कशन से. नाउ व्हाट वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट इज टी. सो दिस इज x बार माइनस म्यू अपॉन s into root of n. ये फाइंड आउट करना है. बट बिफोर वी फाइंड आउट दैट वी विल पुट डाउन आवर हाइपोथेसिस. हाइपोथेसिस क्या है, नल हाइपोथेसिस. There is no significant difference between sample mean and population mean. Correct? Means what? आप हाइपोथेसिस क्या सेट कर रहे हो, म्यू इज इक्वल टू 4 ऐसा सेट कर रहे हो. सो व्हाट विल बी योर अल्टरनेटिंग हाइपोथेसिस? H1 क्या हो जाएगा ये? दैट विल बी म्यू इज नॉट इक्वल टू 4. हमारे ओके. सो अब सारी वैल्यूज हम फाइंड आउट करते हैं जो हमें टी कैलकुलेट करने के लिए लगेगी. एक्स बार, दिस इज द सैंपल मीन. तो हमें किसका मीन लेना है? इसका. दिस इज योर एक्स. इसका मीन लेना है एक्स बार. So add all that and divide by the total number of observations. 10 observations है हमारे पास. So इनकी सम हमें मिलती है 44 divided by 10. This is equal to 4.4. So x बार हमें मिल गया. म्यू हमारे पास है ऑलरेडी. n भी हमारे पास है. What I have to calculate is s. So s कैलकुलेट करने के लिए हमें वो ऊपर लिखा हुआ फॉर्मूला यूज करना है. So s is square root of x minus x bar bracket square divided by n minus 1. So let us use that formula here. Sorry, कहाँ पे गया? Yes, over here. So यहाँ पर मैं x minus x bar find out करती हूँ. What is your x bar you calculated? This is 4.4. Alright. So x में से हमें ये subtract करना है. So this is minus 0.2. This is plus 0.2. सॉरी, यहाँ से हो गया 0.5 माइनस, यहाँ पर हो गया माइनस 0.3. दिस इज 5.2 एंड यहाँ पर 4.4 है. सो दिस इज 0.8 पॉजिटिव. ठीक है. देन यहाँ पर हो गया माइनस 0.6. दिस इज माइनस 0.5. यहाँ पर हो गया माइनस 0.1. दिस इज 0 एंड दिस इज 1.2. राइट. एंड ये हो जाएगा x माइनस एक्स बार ब्रैकेट स्क्वायर, क्योंकि स्क्वायर हमें चाहिए. सो टेक द स्क्वायर. सो दिस इज 0.04, 0.04, यहाँ पर 0.25, दिस इज 0.09, दिस इज 0.16, दिस इज आई एम सॉरी, स्क्वायर लेना है ना हमें. दिस इज 0.64 and this is 0.36. This is 0.25 once again. This is 0.01 once again. This is 0 and this is 1.14. Sorry, 44. Now take the sum of this. Take the sum of this. मैंने शायद summation का साइन लिखा नहीं है क्या ऊपर? No, yeah, I noted. So यहाँ पर हमें लेना है summation. Summation of all of these values, this column is equal to 3.12. And now calculate your s. So this is root of 3.12 divided by n minus 1. n क्या है आपका 10. तो n minus 9 क्या हो गया? n minus 1 क्या हो गया? 9. So this value we have to calculate. This value comes out to be 0.589. तो ये हमें s की वैल्यू मिली है. करेक्ट. एंड नाउ कैलकुलेट योर t प्रॉपरली. x बार है आपके पास 4.4 जो आपने इवैल्यूएट किया है, माइनस योर लिमिट, योर म्यू पॉपुलेशन मीन विच इज गिवन, डिवाइडेड बाय s की वैल्यू हमें मिली है 0.589 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय रूट ऑफ 9. तो रूट ऑफ 9 नहीं, सॉरी, यहाँ पर n है. सो दिस इज रूट ऑफ 10. Alright, so this is 0.04 divided by 0.589 multiplied by root 10. The value comes out to be 2.148. अगर instead of taking this 4.2, 3.2 and all, हमने वो thousands में लिए होते तो भी हमें यही वैल्यू मिलती. Alright, because in that case यहाँ पर 1000 में वैल्यू आ जाती, यहाँ पर 1000 में वैल्यू आ जाती, यहाँ पर भी instead of decimal point कुछ डेसिमल पॉइंट में वैल्यू आती है, लेकिन 5 या 5 पॉइंट प्लस या 10 पॉइंट प्लस ऐसे वैल्यू आ जाती है. सो एनी हाउ आई एम गोइंग टू गेट द सेम वैल्यू विद द कैलकुलेशंस इन थाउजेंड्स आल्सो. सो ये आपकी वैल्यू मिल गई, इज इक्वल टू 2.148. एम आई राइट? अब यहाँ पर आपको बोला है कि देयर इज नो सिग्निफिकेंट डिफरेंस. हमें अगर प्रॉब्लम में लेवल ऑफ सिग्निफिकेंस नहीं दी है, देन बाय डिफॉल्ट अगर मुझे कोई भी डिफरेंस पॉपुलेशन मीन एंड सैंपल मीन में नहीं दिखाना है, तो लेवल ऑफ सिग्निफिकेंस बाय डिफॉल्ट हम 5% लेते हैं, राइट। तो टी की वैल्यू हमें यहाँ पर निकालनी है 0.05 के लिए, ऑलराइट। एंड ये निकालने के लिए टी टेबल में हमारे पास क्या चाहिए, एक तो ये सिग्निफिकेंस लेवल चाहिए एंड दूसरा चाहिए डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम, DOF। सो DOF हमारे यहाँ पर है n-1, लेवल ऑफ सिग्निफिकेंस है 0.05। तो हम टी टेबल का यूज करके हमारी क्रिटिकल वैल्यू यहाँ पर निकाल लेते हैं। सो बहुत बार ये वैल्यू भी, क्रिटिकल वैल्यू भी आपको दी जाएगी। दिस इज टी टेबल। लेट मी जस्ट शो यू फॉर दिस वन प्रॉब्लम। तो आपकी डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम क्या है, 9। मैं यहाँ पर हाईलाइट करती हूँ, द डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम इज दिस 9। आई होप इट्स विजिबल। एंड आपका सिग्निफिकेंस लेवल क्या है, 0.05। सो दिस इज योर वैल्यू 0.05 के लिए। I'm so sorry, I'm committing any mistake. I'll just check my table, T table once again, जो मेरे पास हार्ड कॉपी में है। I might have downloaded the wrong table. ओके ओके, I'm sorry, मैं ना एक चीज भूल गई हूँ यहाँ पर एक्सप्लेन करना। सो दैट आई एक्सप्लेन यू फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ऑन जर्नल एंड देन विल गेट बैक टू दिस वैल्यूज वंस अगेन। सो यहाँ पर जो हमने हाइपोथेसिस मेंशन किया ना, this hypothesis has a different meaning. Mu is equal to 4. And when we define the alternative hypothesis as alternative to this, so it is mu not equal to 4. Means mu greater less than 4 भी हो सकता है, mu greater than 4 भी हो सकता है. So this particular condition gives rise to the two-tailed hypothesis, two-tailed alternative hypothesis. So in that case, what I have to do is this critical value I have to shift into two parts. So this is for 0.025% and this is for 0.025%. So critical value at this particular level I have to check out. So instead of this, I will check out this is for 0.025. Now let us get back to the table once again. I'll just erase this part. Okay, and now let me highlight it. For degree of freedom, which is carrying value 9, the T table gives us the value 2.262. So now let us put up this critical value over here. This is 2.262 determined from the T table. And now observe your calculated value T calculated and T critical. So this T critical I can write down as 0.025 because here we are getting the two-tailed hypothesis. Obviously, the one-tailed or two-tailed hypothesis we apply only for the alternative hypothesis. Remember that part. Now, what is the relation between these two? We have to check out. So let me write down the values first of all. This is 2.262 and calculated value we received as 2.148. So the relation between these two I can write down. Calculated T value is less than tabulated T value or critical T value we can say, and this result gives us calculated T value as it is less than T table value H naught is accepted. So our hypothesis is accepted here. That means there is no major or significant difference between sample mean and population mean and population mean. Now any problem of this kind you can easily solve. All right. So it will take hardly 3 to 4 minutes to solve the problem if you are having clear idea about the formulas of T distribution. Okay, let me revise the steps once again. What we have done, first of all, while solving the problem, first of all, we define the hypothesis H naught and H1. Then we noted the formulas for T test. Then third task we have to do is the prepare the table of all of these values. Get all the values calculated and find out your calculated T value. And then most important part is the fifth step, get the critical value by using the T table. So I'm telling you that while dealing with the MCQs or while dealing with the theory problem, most probably we will be giving you these T values, right? So instead of giving you T table, we will be giving you these T values. So don't worry about the critical values of the T distribution or Z distribution or the chi-square distribution also. And lastly, based on the relation between the calculated T values and critical T values, mention your conclusion about the hypothesis. And based on the hypothesis, you can make a managerial decisions also. So problems are pretty simple once we know the formalization and the format of this level of significance. I hope the problem is clear to everyone. Is it? Any
And why did we
difficulty?
take,
Yes, madam.
ma'am, why did we take T 0.025?
Because of the hypothesis, alternative hypothesis, how we are having is. Okay, let me explain you that little over here. We are having two types of hypothesis. One, H naught, if it is mu equal to say mu naught, this condition we have given, then H1, alternative hypothesis we can define as either mu is less than mu naught or mu is greater than mu naught. So this gives rise the pattern for that level of significance which is having tails at both the ends. So अगर मुझे इस टू टेल हाइपोथेसिस के लिए 5% ऑफ लेवल ऑफ सिग्निफिकेंस दिया है, then this region carries the weightage alpha, that is 5% divided by 2 means 0.025, and over here to the left hand side we are having the similar significance which is 0.025. Okay, and hence that T value we calculated for this 0.025 alpha level or level of significance. And another part is that if it is one-tailed, either you will be having this condition on H1, whether it is simply mu greater than mu naught or mu less than mu naught. So in both of the case, we will be getting the conclusion in this way. So this is left tail and this is right tail. So alpha value with 5% significance if we have given, then this entirely carries the value 0.05. This entirely carries the value 0.05. And for that sake, here we have to find out the T value, critical value at 0.05 with the given degrees of freedom. And यहाँ पर मुझे 0.025 के लिए calculate करनी पड़ेगी. Okay? Any other doubt, anyone?
And the value of T will be mentioned in question award.
Value of T?
Will be mentioned in question award.
I'm sorry, the half sentence I'm missing.
It will be mentioned in question or what?
Yes, yes, yes. That critical value will be mentioned.
Okay, ma'am.
Got the question, everyone? Next question I'm mentioning over here. Second question. Note, you can note down that a random sample size 16 has 53 as mean. मीन्स कोई 16 ऑब्जर्वेशन हमारे पास है जिसकी मीन हमें दी गई है 53. सो दिस इज योर एक्स बार, दिस इज योर एन, राइट. द सम ऑफ square of deviations taken from mean is 135. So this is given as the sigma square. Can this sample be regarded as taken from population 56, having 56 as mean? Having 56 as mean मीन्स पॉपुलेशन की मीन 56 है, सैंपल की मीन 53 है, राइट. स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन का स्क्वायर जो दिया है वो 135 दिया है. सो विद दैट कैन वी regard this particular sample to be taken from the population having 56 as the mean. ये हमें जज करना है and obtain 95% and 99% confidence limit. Now see the word confidence limit हमें यहाँ पर दी है. These are nothing but the confidence levels. Means 1 minus alpha की values के लिए आपकी x bar की range पूछी है यहाँ पर, alright, of the mean of the population. So a verbal problem we have given where x bar, s, then mu, all the things are given, n is also given. So कोई भी table बना के हमें values calculate नहीं करनी है. Plainly try to interpret the problem correctly, read it out, and then draft all the things and solve the problem. So first of all, I'll mention everything. X bar we have given. This is 53. Mu we have given 56. So this is the population mean. This is sample mean. Then S square we have given. This is 135. एक ही minute. Let me read. Now, the sum of squares of deviations. Okay, I'm sorry. S square is not given. हमें ये part दिया है. This is 56. S नहीं, square root of sum दिया है ना. This is summation of x minus x bar square. हाँ, this value we have given. This is square root of 135. So ये sum हमें दी है 135, तो इसका square root हमें चाहिए s find out करने के लिए. And n is given, sample size is given as 16. So first of all, let us find out s. This is square root of summation of xi minus x bar bracket square divided by n minus 1. So this is root of 135 divided by
थ्री.
yes beta.
मैम आंसर 3 आएगा ना मैम, डिवाइड बाय 15 आएगा.
Yes.
सो रूट 9 इज इक्वल टू 3.
एक ही मिनट. Three. That's right. Okay, and now t we will calculate as this is x bar minus mu upon s into root of n. So this is equal to x bar is 53, mu is 56 divided by s is 3, and root of 15 we have to write, sorry, 16 we have to consider here. And now calculate all that. Root of 16 we know that it's 4, so it's minus 4, sorry, minus 3 divided by 3, and here
into
we will
4.
take that mod, because t values we are not having in terms of minus, so यहाँ पर हम mod लेते हैं, formula में भी ये mod लिख के रखो, and this is mod of 3 divided by 3 into 4, so I'm getting this as 4. So your calculated t you are having as 4, and now what we have to find out is the can this sample be regarded as taken from the population having 56 as mean. So यहाँ पर हमने H नॉट डिफाइन नहीं किया है hypothesis. So हम यहाँ पर H नॉट for sake of this conclusion I'm going to write down this. So again H1 I can consider as mu is less than 56 and mu is greater than 56, right? So two-tailed hypothesis we are getting once again. So alpha level I have to put down according to 5% of level of significance as 0.025. So just we determine this value, this is 2.262 by the t table, right? And now you can mention here the relation between t calculated and this is t 0.025. So this is greater than, t calculated is greater than t 0.025. Therefore conclusion we can make that hypothesis is rejected. That means there is a significant difference between the sample mean and the calculated mean. This conclusion we can make. Am I right? And confidence interval for this particular part we noted earlier, and let me just go to that particular part so that I can explain you this one. These two. So these are the one-tailed and two-tailed level of significance, right? So for two-tailed, this value we can use and we can write down our confidence interval. अगर वन टेल्ड होता तो we have used that prior formula. So confidence interval we can mention for 95%. This is x bar, formula is x bar plus minus s upon square root of 9 square root of n into t 0.025. Alright, ये calculate करना है because 95% means 5% of level of significance we are having. So this we have to calculate. And second, for 99 what we have to do? For 99% of confidence interval, आपका अल्फा जो है लेवल ऑफ सिग्निफिकेंस क्या हो जाएगा? 1%. मीन्स ये वैल्यू हमें टू टेल्ड हाइपोथेसिस के लिए कंसीडर करनी है 0.005. एम आई राइट? सो आपका फॉर्मूला यहाँ पर हो जाएगा, दिस इज एक्स बार प्लस माइनस एस अपॉन रूट ऑफ एन इंटू दैट t 0.005. नाउ कैलकुलेट दैट. एक्स बार हमारे पास है 53 plus minus s is 3 divided by root of 16 and t for 0.025 this is 2.262. सो ये आपको रेंज मिलेगी राइट वो हमें कैलकुलेट करनी है. सो दिस इज 53 प्लस माइनस 3/4 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 2.262. कैन एनीबडी प्लीज काउंट दिस फॉर प्लस माइनस. एक बार प्लस करो एक बार माइनस करो. टेल मी द रेंज. एंड ओवर हियर this is 53 plus minus 3 upon root of 16 into this value. Now we have to find out from the table. So we go to the table. Our degrees of freedom are 16 sample sizes. So degrees of freedom are 15, right? And 0.005. So this is 2.947. This is 2.947. Calculate this range also and give me the confidence interval. So in this way, we can solve the problem for the type where test we have to apply to identify the significance of the mean of the random sample. All right. Yes, anybody completed the calculation? Or shall I complete it?
54.696 or 51.30. 54.696.
54.696. 2 minus के साथ
51.303.
303. Okay, I should write down this as 51.303 to 54.693. Right. And for 99%. Completed?
$55.21.
And
50.78.
50.78. Okay, so this range for that confidence interval we are getting. So in this way, problems will be solved by using the t test. अभी हमने यहाँ पर सिर्फ एक ही पैटर्न लिया है. Yesterday, I explained you one more important part through this chart. अब यहाँ पर देखो, if our population is normal or not normal, whatever the population is, our sample size is greater than 30 है, then अगर sigma क्या है? हमारे population का standard deviation है. जो हमने जो अभी सॉल्व किया ना दोनों भी प्रॉब्लम उन दोनों में भी नहीं दिया था. इफ सिग्मा इज अननोन यूज द टी टेस्ट. ये टेस्ट हमने यूज की है राइट. हमारी सैंपल साइज जबकि लेस देन 30 थी तो यहाँ पर हमने ये टेस्ट यूज की. सिग्मा इज नॉट नोन. अगर सिग्मा आपका नोन है in that case you can apply this particular statistics which is called as a Z statistic, and with the help of this statistic whatever simplification we are going to do that is called as a Z test. तो यहाँ पर जो है सिग्मा अगर नोन है, पॉपुलेशन का स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन अगर नोन है तो हम सिंप्लीफिकेशन इस वे में करते हैं एंड दिस इज एग्जैक्टली स्टैंडर्ड नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. सो इसके लिए जो हमें टेबल लगेगा ना वो लगता है Z टेबल. Let me just show you that Z table is. तो ये आपका Z table है. This is exactly the same table जिससे हम नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के लिए हमारा एरिया, दैट मीन्स प्रोबेबिलिटी फाइंड आउट कर रहे थे. ऑलराइट. So it is all about to set the hypothesis and to check out the chances to reject it. So basically we are working on the rejection. एंड अगर रिजेक्ट नहीं हो रहा है तो एक्सेप्टेंस का रीजन हम यहाँ पर कॉन्फिडेंस इंटरवल के साथ मेंशन कर रहे हैं. सो द टेस्टिंग इज ऑल अबाउट आइदर टू रिजेक्ट और द एक्सेप्ट नल हाइपोथेसिस. ऑब्वियसली अगर नल हाइपोथेसिस एक्सेप्ट नहीं हो रहा है तो उसका अल्टरनेटिव H1, दैट इज अल्टरनेटिव हाइपोथेसिस इज गेटिंग एक्सेप्टेड. So that conclusion we can make. So using this particular Z table and T table, many such problems we can solve. Just we have to identify what type of sample size we have given, whether sigma is given and non-given. Based on that, we can solve many of the problem about the mean to test the significance of the mean. अगर हमें दो अलग अलग सैंपल दिए हैं तो इन दैट केस ऑल्सो सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ मीन वी कैन आइडेंटिफाई, बट दैट प्रॉब्लम आई विल टेक इन नेक्स्ट लेक्चर. और एक चीज में मुझे सिर्फ एक्सप्लेन करनी है कि डीएम की आई की वजह से हमारा आज का सुबह का लेक्चर मिस हुआ है. सो दैट लेक्चर आई विल प्लान एंड टिल फ्राइडे आई एम गोइंग टू कंडक्ट वन लेक्चर और आई एम गोइंग टू सेंड वन वीडियो टू योर डिविजन बेस्ड ऑन दिस 5th यूनिट. सो फ्राइडे तक हमारा जितना भी पार्ट होता है एंड जितने भी प्रॉब्लम्स हम आपके साथ शेयर कर रहे हैं, रेफर दैट फॉर योर आई. ओके, एंड दीज आर द टू टेबल्स, वन फॉर जेड टेस्ट एंड अनदर फॉर टी टेस्ट. देयर डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट वन साइडेड टेस्ट एंड टू साइडेड टेस्ट का कंडीशन बी प्लेस्ड ओवर हियर. ऑलराइट. Okay, so refer this particular PPT also. Today I'm going to upload all the 3 videos of sampling, hypothesis testing and this video too, so that you can refer that while referring that PDF copies of notes. All right. Okay, take a lunch break now and we will be continuing next lecture with the few more problems of Z test and T test, and then we will be starting with the chi-square distribution. All right. Okay, let me take your attendance. One absent, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 absent, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18 absent, 20 absent, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5 absent, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 58 absent, 59, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 65 absent, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. 7